What are you practicing and why are you practicing it? A number of years ago, I had this great idea that I would join Ski Patrol. I didn't last very long, like 3 weekends. But I often reflect on the lessons that I learned from that, primarily around the routines that Ski Patrol does. And there's only one of 4 things that they're doing. 1, they're learning new skills. 2, they're preventing injuries and hazards for people. 3, they're actually helping people out. And 4, in between all of that, they're practicing. And so my question to you is, what are you practicing and why are you practicing it? Now, if you're an athlete or a musician, the answer might be simple, right? Or even training for a competitive event. But what about for work or for your mental health or spiritual health or in your marriage? Are you practicing there? Well, you should be. And here's why. Oftentimes life throws at us curveballs, things that we can't anticipate and things that we're not always prepared to handle. But if we practice doing the things that will help us navigate those times, we'll do it better. Let me give you an example. Someone cuts you off on the freeway and you're inclined to be angry and reactive. Well, if you practice breathing and being present in the moment and you practice compassion, right? Then you're not going to get angry and it's not going to set your day off. So how would you practice that, right? So one way you can do that is you can spend time in your morning saying, okay, if someone cuts me off, you can visualize. I see someone cutting me off, deep breath, I wave, goodbye, right? That's a way of practice, right? You visualize it, you anticipate it, and you predetermine your choice in that moment. Here's another example. I've got a hearing coming up. I've been summoned to appear and testify on behalf of somebody, and I know that room is going to be filled with a lot of emotions and a lot going on, and I'm not going to enjoy it. So what am I doing? I'm practicing deep breaths. I'm practicing what questions might come up, and I'm deciding ahead of time I'm going to be very matter of fact and not emotionally drawn into the situation. What about spiritually, right? For me, prayer is important, and having a relationship with God is important. And we often turn to God in times of big decisions or big wants and needs. But how do we know we're hearing Him, right? So how do I practice? On small stuff that may be inconsequential. So I learn how to hear the voice of God in my life, right? So I encourage you, whether it be work or families, to identify those things that you can practice. So that way when it's important and maybe timely or immediate or it's in the moment, you're prepared to handle it very well.